Hey, what's up, beautiful people? This is Stay Them TV, and I'm your boy Rashid in the building. Superstition, yes, the things many of us believed while growing up, especially where I'm from, Lagos City, Nigeria. There were some amazing superstitions, sometimes incredible, sometimes hilarious, but somewhat as young people, we actually believe these superstitions. Here are 6 amazing, incredible, kind of hilarious superstitions I grew up believing, and the real reason behind them, why they were telling us to do or not to do these things. If you've not clicked on the red subscribe button, hit the red subscribe button right now. Hit the bell notification so when I have a new video, you're one of the first to know about it. I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back to Stay Them TV, and of course it's me Rashid in the building. So the first superstition is don't walk with your back. I mean, don't ever walk with your back. The reason why they said you shouldn't walk with your back, can you imagine? They said it's ghosts that do ghosts. That is ghosts that walk with their backs. So humans, the living, should not walk with your back. Boo. That's a whole load of boo. So their reason is that ghosts are the ones that walk with the back. But you know the real reason why they didn't want us as kids to walk with our back? They were scared that we'll get injured. They were scared that we'll get injured. Yes, that was the real reason. But they kind of scared us so that we do not do it, because they said it's actually ghosts that walk with the back. How did our parents know that how ghosts walk? That's one I want to understand. How did they go to the land of ghosts? How did they know that? Come on, but did I swallow and believe that? I avoided walking with my back, man. What are we talking about? Walking with the back. Who walks with the back anyway? Who does? So that's superstition number 1 that I swallowed like pow. Don't walk with your back, because it's ghosts that walk with the back. But we now know that the real reason is they were concerned that you don't get yourself injured while you're playing with other kids and all that stuff. Moving with your back, not seeing where you are going to. All right, the number 2 superstition that was sold to us as kids and we believe so much is that you do not sweep at night. They said when you sweep at night, you're going to be having nightmares. That's the supposed real reason, the legit reason that was behind the superstition. And of course, who wants to have a nightmare as a kid? Who wants to have a bad dream and wake up screaming at night? Nobody. You respect yourself now. You just humbly respect yourself and not sweep at night. That was the said reason by the elders back then, which we swallowed the superstition. But the real reason, looking back now, is that they wanted to discourage laziness. They wanted you to do your chores as at when due. Who sweeps at night anyway now? You're supposed to have done your sweeping during the day or the afternoon. So to discourage you from being lazy, pushing all your chores to the evening, including sweeping, they said when you sweep at night, you will have nightmares. C'est fini. Nobody wants to have nightmare. Business finished. They got us right there under the belt. Amen. Under the canopy, baby security. Wow, that's the number 2 superstition that I swallowed hook, line, and sinker. Don't sweep at night if you do not want to have nightmares. But the real reason is, don't be lazy. Do your chores, do your house duties, your sweeping as at when due. Yeah, to the number 3 superstitions that was sold to us as kids growing up. I'm talking about the millennials right now. Of course, in Nigeria, Africa, where I am from, is that you should not spit on the ground. No, you should not spit on the ground. That if you spit on the ground and someone steps on your spit on the ground, you are gonna have cough or sore throat or something like that. I mean, that one sold like hot cake. Everybody make sure they don't do any spitting around any. In fact, when you have to necessarily need to do that, you need to find a way to dispose of and cover it or something, or make sure it's somewhere nobody steps on it. Of course, we believed it and we made sure we pursued making sure we don't spit on the ground diligently. That was their said reason, that they don't want you to fall sick. They don't want medical bills because you will have sore throat, you will have cough and all that. But the real reason, my brethren, is that they were discouraging dirtiness. They were promoting hygiene. Why should you be spitting on the ground in the first place, my friend? But they knew that the millennials of those days, we have coconut head. We know the hear word. So the elders always build superstitions to make you just, dance to their tune. They create this facade, this larger than life thing that has been happening from generation to generation. Of course, we call them superstitions, and we believed it so much back then. So that's the number 3 superstition that was sold to us in the 80s into the 90s, of course, which we believed as kids: do not spit on the ground, because somebody steps on your saliva, you will get sore throat, or you catch cough. What's the connection? Someone steps on your saliva, sore throat, cough. What is the connection? No connection. All right, we're on to the number 4 superstition right now that our elders sold to us back then. But right now, we know there are loads of you know what I'm talking about. But this particular one, this number 4, got me, which was: don't allow anyone come between you and your siblings or people when you are walking. They said it has spiritual consequences, that when you're walking with your friends or your brothers, you're together, you don't allow people come in between you. Maybe someone walking in the opposite direction, don't allow them come in between you. But I'm Yoruba, and I grew up in the Lagos city of Nigeria, of course. And when you hear spiritual consequences coming from your parents that are spiritual, you respect yourself and obey. Come on, there's no spiritual consequence in anyone coming in between anybody when they are walking in the opposite direction. All our elders wanted right then, looking back now, is that you should stay close together when journeying from one place to the other, to avoid one person getting lost in the crowd. Maybe your brother's with you, your younger brother, you're leaving them far apart, you're not close together, they're now missing in the crowd and all that. They wanted you to be close together, holding each other's hands on your journey. That was basically it. There was no spiritual consequences to anything. Let 20 people come in between you and someone as you're walking. No spiritual. This particular one, it got me for a long time. They got me. When you have spiritual consequences, and for someone that is not spiritual by yourself, you want to respect yourself and humble yourself. Well, this one got me. What can I mean? That's because 2 people are walking one direction and somebody passes between them in the middle. There's a spiritual. What's the spiritual consequence? I want to know, please. If any of this generation that told these things to us, they are watching this video, please drop a comment in the comment section. What is the spiritual consequence of someone coming in between someone when they are walking in the same direction? You just wanted us to stay together, siblings, friends. You wanted us to hold hands, be close together, so that someone will not get missing while we are going from one place to the other. Considering there was no tricycle and all those things that we use for journey now, we walk everywhere we go to. So it was just the case. I say it and I say it was just a case of security. Stay together so nobody gets missing. That's it. Stay together. That was what that superstition was about. And I bought it. See that I took time on this number 4 superstition. I bought it too. And it pained me, but it's okay. At least now we're making a video out of it on YouTube. If you've not clicked on the red subscribe button, what are you waiting for now? Enjoying this conversation, click on that red subscribe button, hit the bell notification, so when I have a new video, you're one of the first to know about it. As we go on to the number 5 out of 6 superstitions that our folks, our elders, sold to us as young guys, as teenagers. Yeah, so the number 5 superstition that was sold to us as young folks when we're growing up was this one, that when someone says something negative to you, you must do like this, and you reject. What is this? And you must do it. They tell you that if you hear maybe someone, you're in school and someone says something that is negative towards you, someone confesses negative towards you, you have to cut that guy, reject it. Like, you must snap this hand over to the back like this, and like you're snapping what was said to you away, and you must do it. They said it was a must. That is the rejection. You reject negative confession like this. No, the way to reject negative confession is by the knowledge of who you are in Christ Jesus. When you know who you are, you speak speak the word of God back to any form of negative confession, that no instrument fashioned against you shall prosper. That's what the word of God says. So any negative confession against you cannot prosper. It can't move forward. It stops there, right there as it's coming. It cannot prosper. So when they say, do like this, do like ha ha ha. But we did it. Yeah, we did it back then. You say, hey, no. I follow me, no far, never know me. We so swallowed it, and we did it. Did you used to do it? Did you used to do it? You watching me? Drop a comment. Let me know. Drop a comment, like, share with your friends this video, this amazing video, as we go into the sixth superstition. All right, this is Stadium TV, and we are on the sixth and final of 6 superstitious beliefs that we, the millennials, were sold by our folks, by elderly people while growing up. And the sixth and final one is that you should not use this left hand. You should not use it to give something or collect something. As in, it is wrong to use the left hand to collect something from or give something to someone, to exchange. Come on. So what you're telling me now, if you are a baby boomer watching this video now, what you're telling me is, if I said you should have $1 million check with my left hand, you will find it, not right, based on your superstitious belief, talking about, if you grew up in the region where I come from and all that, you would say, no, I'm not going to collect that. My belief says I shouldn't accept what is given with the left hand. I'm not going to collect that from you. My belief does not accept it and all that. You wouldn't do that. So that was just something that was sold to us, and we are there to eat faithfully. You dare not use this left hand to give things to someone where your folks, your mom, your dad, or anyone is around. You dare not try it. If you are a millennial and you grew up, especially in the West, in Nigeria, Lagos, or your Ogun, Lagos, where I grew up, you dare not as a kid use this left hand. It's a strong belief. You dare not. Nobody will even collect it from you. You must exchange it first. The way they will look at you, you put it in your right, they won't tell you, you put it in your right hand, and then you now do the right thing and submit it. But it's just a whole lot of crap. I think it was just about hygiene. He just wanted us to make sure that we're not using the left hand that is used for some stuff and all that, and then using it to also maybe eat past stuffs and all that. And of course, a bit of respect came into it also, based on tradition and culture and all that. But as far maybe there's something that will happen, or there's anything wrong, negative, because you are using your left hand to give or to receive. My name is Rashid. This is Stadium TV. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. 6 superstitious beliefs that I grew up believing while I was a kid, and I adhered to righteously, faithfully adhered to, but only to find out that they were actually, the elderly ones were actually trying to maybe protect us from some things or make us do some right things by creating bogus things that will make us fearfully obey. And obeyed we did. Hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. I'm Rashid, Stadium TV. I'm signing out right now, but before I do, click on that red subscribe button, hit the bell notification, check out the Billionaires of Nigeria playlist on your screen, and of course check out the Let Us Talk playlist, which is one of the series you're watching right now on your screen. And then of course don't forget to check out the daily declaration, of course, where you declare power into your day, on your screen. I'm signing out right now. Drop a comment, like the video, share with your friends if you enjoyed this, and I'll be back on another episode of Let Us Talk. I'm signing out right now. Bye.